Hi, we have with us Zakir Hussain Rangwala, CEO of BD Software Distribution Private Limited, a leading value-added distributor of cybersecurity solutions in India. Zakir has played a pivotal role in the holistic growth of the company, which was established in 2016 and brings extensive expertise in security solutions. Today, Zakir is going to talk about the EDR, MDR, and XDR solutions and how it is impacting enterprises across varied verticals. So first of all, welcome, Zakir.
Thank you.
Zakir, we'd first like to understand, how do EDR, MDR, and XDR differ in terms of costs and complexity?
So I would put it like this, that first comes the EDR, then the XDR, and then MDR. MDR, it's a very clear, it's a service which is given by the vendor or the security company itself, which manages entire thing right from detecting threats to solving all the different threats which are coming in, and which is done 24/7 or 10 to 8, depending on what is the timing the company chooses. So MDR is the managed response team, which is sitting 24/7 and looking at all the windows of your IT, and finding out any threats that come in, and then they themselves take care of these threats by doing whatever is required to do there, and also informing the IT team that so and so threats were detected and this is how they have done it. So this is what the MDR stands for, very clearly. And the EDR, which is you can say endpoint detection and response, which came before the XDR or the MDR, that is focusing on detecting, analyzing, and even mitigating endpoint threats in real-time monitoring and automation. So it requires certain kind of skilled personals at the end of the customer, who is able to read the reports of this EDR and then accordingly take the actions. And whereas the XDR, which is extended detection and response solution, that integrates with the security along with your EDR, and it gives you some more access to your network, to your cloud, to your network, various devices, etc., emails, and then it collects more threats from all the other sources also, and makes a complete consolidated kind of a report and a response team. So the implementation is it's a bit vast, I would say, in XDR, because you should know what type of threats that you want to hunt, you want to report. And so you require a team which is capable of understanding this EDR along with an XDR, so that they are able to implement it and get the most out of it. Because you'll have to tell the XDR what all things you want to see. On its own, it's going to do a lot of things. Now, all those things may not be required by you, or you may require certain very specifics. So a knowledge a team is very much important when they are going to use an EDR or XDR. But when it comes to an MDR, you outsource your entire security to the team who is managing your EDR, XDR, and it does everything on your behalf.
Okay, all right. So, Zakir, can you explain, how can organizations really consolidate EDR, MDR, and XDR to improve their security posture? And how does an enterprise really decide which of these solutions is best for them?
There are industries where they have a lot of computers, but they are like, they don't require, I mean, they want least security, because for them it's nothing which is connected to the outside world. It is only inside. Some people are using just one or two simple connections, and they don't want to go for a extensive EDR, XDR kind of a solution. And then they go for a regular endpoint security. So that's what is helping them. Whereas other companies like BFSI, healthcare, and where the data is extremely important, where they have to report every breach in the system. Like, for example, banks, they have to report a breach. So for them, if they are in the compliance of the government also, and also in the organization, that they have to use certain EDR, XDR, or an MDR facility to make sure that they are, I would not say free from threats, but they are well equipped to handle the threats. So depending on the need of the organization, they can decide. But what we find is most of the BFSI banking, they are going for an EDR, and some have started going for an XDR and an MDR also. MDR again, in case where you don't have a big IT team, or you don't want your IT team to be involved in day-to-day security measures, you are outsourcing the entire your entire security to somebody else. So that's what becomes an MDR. But that again requires more funding, more management should be also be agreeing to the request of the IT team that they should go for an MDR, or if they have a proper internal IT team, then they can go for an EDR and XDR themselves, and then they do the MDR part on their own self. So as a company, it's small, big, it doesn't matter. It all depends on the kind of data and the kind of team that you have should make you, should help you make a decision which of the solution you want to go in. But definitely EDR, everybody goes for it, whether they go for an XDR or MDR. EDR is something with most of this banking, BFSI, pharma, healthcare people are going for right now.
Opt for. All right, can you tell us more about BD software's, EDR, XDR, and MDR offerings, and also how do you help enterprises really strengthen their defenses against cyber attacks and threats?
So we represent Bitdefender in India from last 10 years. We are exclusive partner for them, and for the last few years we had a lot of customers in India which were using the basic business security or the premium versions, which then were converting to the EDR versions. And from the last couple of years, the people who are using EDR have felt the need for an XDR or an MDR plus. So Bitdefender offers both the XDR as well as the MDR and MDR plus services across the world, which we are offering to our customers in India also. And we have quite a few customers using XDR and MDR plus now. MDR plus, as I said, it's not and I mean, after the budgeting and all, not every company would like to go because they maybe have an internal team, or they are okay with only an EDR or maybe a couple of features from the XDR, because XDR have multiple functionalities which you can buy depending on. So you have a network sensor, you have a business sensor, and you have multiple like these sensors. So if you want looking at security for O365 or looking for security for your only network sensors, so you can buy accordingly an XDR sensor. And in MDR, as I said, it's a complete service. So we have been very successful in the last 2 years in implementing quite a few XDR and MDR solutions. And I think from the last 10 years, since we have been doing only Bitdefender across India with almost like quite a few thousand clients across various solutions, a lot of people have upgraded from an plain EDR to XDR, or even to an MDR plus solutions.
All right. So Zakir, you're somebody who has spent 3 decades in this industry, and you've seen the cybersecurity industry evolve. So if you were to give some predictions about the EDR, MDR, and XDR market for the next, years to come, couple of years to come, what would those predictions be? What, according to you, are going to really change trends that are going to change the market?
I think that cyber threat is becoming more and more complex and sophisticated, because I think even the bad guys also becoming more and more smarter, and they are also learning things. So as the products and solutions are getting evolved, so are the bad guys. And also with artificial intelligence coming in, things are really becoming easy for not only the good guys, even for the bad guys. So I think that in the future, the MDR would really be something to look out for, because you will not be able to keep on updating your tech skills of your IT team, because that's not the only thing they are doing. When the IT team is there in the company, they are handling a lot of other things only other than security. Security is a part of it, correct? And many company also now has a security team, separate security team inside the IT team. But even they cannot keep on growing constantly. So I think the MDR and the XDR will definitely come in the play in the near future. It has a good, I would say, market opportunity for everyone. It's only a matter of time when the customers and they understand that when we do an MDR, there is somebody physically sitting on the opposite side 24/7 and checking all the reports. And of course, AI is there now. It is helping into, read reports and inform and make a decision, necessary choices. But still, a physical person is required to keep on looking at them. So MDR is always going to be a bit expensive than your other EDR or a simple standard endpoint security solutions. But again, depending on your needs, I feel like it will be very difficult that in a space which can sit only 50 people, you cannot squeezing another 20 more to take care of your IT processes. So that will be outsourced to various other, either to a vendor who is giving you an endpoint security. Like for Bitdefender, it supplies endpoint security EDR, and then it's logical that you go with them with an MDR. Plus, there are some other market players who only do an MDR service, so you can use any other endpoint security solution, and they give you an MDR, kind of a security operation center kind of a services. So this market is all set to grow, I feel. But again, as I said, it's technology, it's IT. Things keep on changing overnight, and with artificial intelligence coming in, a lot of solutions and products are getting stronger and giving much better security. So that is also going to pose a challenge to the MDR and the EDR market, because your regular products are also becoming more and more tough to crack in. They are adding on more functionalities, more feature-based solutions are there. So it's not that only MDR and EDR will grow, but also the general security solutions market is also growing, because they are also making their solutions tougher. Of course, their features are very different from an EDR and MDR, but it's not that those who are not going to use an EDR or MDR are going to be facing more threats or things like that. It's only that those who are using it are going to be more secure, who are going to use the MDR and EDR service. So definitely the market is all it's definitely going to grow as the years goes by.
All right. Thank you so much, Zakir, for speaking to Digital Tech Media. And thank you for that conversation.
Thank you, Pooja. Thank you.